Okay, there's a few things I want to mention about death and dying, and show a few short clips from a movie that I like to show in class, but we're not going to have time this semester. Palliative care focuses on pain control, hospice. It's a multidisciplinary approach that focuses on the process of dying rather than the prolonging life in cases where cures are not possible. So they may, promote taking the kid to Disneyland or taking them to somewhere that they really want to go and keeping them comfortable, but not doing any treatments to prolong life. Anticipatory grief is when death is expected or a possible outcome. Complicated grief extends for more than a year following the loss. So if a child loses a parent, or a parent loses a child, a lot of times they experience complicated grief. Parental grief is intense and long-lasting. They experience secondary losses, so loss of hope and dreams, loss of identity as a parent, and there is differences in between maternal and paternal grief. Sibling grief differs from the parents. Reaction depends on the age and the developmental stage, and there's different things in your ATI chapter regarding death and dying that talks about the age group and what their perception of death is at that age, and I want you to look over that. Certain things put you at increased risk for dysfunctional grieving, and that's if you have a lack of support and adequate coping skills. There is an association of violence and suicide with a child's death. If it's an unexpected death, and if you have pre-existing mental health issues. Remember when planning care to include the family and patient as one unit. I also want you to read over nursing interventions for the death and dying child in your ATI book. I'm going to show a few clips. This is actually from the movie My Sister's Keeper. So you talk about the stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. This short clip here is a good example. I'll briefly mention what is an example of afterwards. I think it's very clear.
Good stuff. Your chin watch out.
Hey, what's going on?
We're going to go to the beach.
Kate! Kate, what are you doing up? Wait a second. Who is she taking out of the hospital? Brian! Brian! Don't kill her! Give me the keys. I'm taking her back to the hospital. Give me the keys, Brian! Give me... You are killing her! You understand that? You take her to the beach, you're killing her! Come on, Kate! You see how unfit she is? You see what you're doing? I'm gonna call the
Do
cops.
what you got to do. The last 14 years I've had looking at it all.
No, for the last 14 years, I think about saving her life.
Today
And
is
you
not
know what? I'm
about you.
gonna imagine
It's
everything.
you.
Yeah,
She
it's
wants
about
to
you.
be
It's
on
about
test.
you.
If she likes
She's
stuff,
gonna die.
you better come. Because if you don't, I want to divorce. That's
A divorce? Right. It's not a fucking divorce. You're gonna
divorce.
have a divorce. You want a divorce? Fine.
Let's go. In the car.
No,
In
Anna.
the car.
Brian. Give me the keys. This is ridiculous. You're gonna regret this, Brian. You understand? Brian! Katie, we gotta go back to the hospital!
Live on tour
These are advertised.
with special guest, the Jenny Wayne Shepherd Band. Get tickets now at livenation.com.
So this is actually where the family was headed, if you haven't seen the movie. So she'd been in the hospital, and they got the okay to take her to the beach, which is where she wanted to go. And the mom was angry about that, thinking that they were going to kill her by taking her out and of the hospital and you know, not doing any treatments.